friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to the Wildfire Pack, where we are on our hunting adventure. We just had an amazing episode last time. We were able to take out one of the pack leaders from the Templetons, and these guys are feeling really good about this. The celebration that they had at the end of the fight was so heartwarming to see them so proud of everything that they accomplished, and I am just so proud of these guys. They are starting to make that comeback that we hoped that they would. And if we look up on the screen there, we do currently have a hex invasion going on, but you know, Timber's kind of in a learning phase right now. He is learning to balance what is going to be best for his pack and, you know, the cost of fighting and the cost of revenge. And he came so close to losing his pack members that he never wants to do that again. So the hex that we're pretty sure the Templetons are in are this guy over here. Potentially they're going to want to come up and take more of this territory, and you know what? Timber's not going to worry about it. You know, he really does not care that much about territory and revenge right now. He's healing, everybody is starting to look good, and they are starting to get hungry, and so I thought it might be fun to take the pups down to the little beaver lodge that we found not too long ago. We haven't successfully hunted a beaver yet, but we are also following some elk, so if that doesn't work out, we at least know where some elk might be. So I'm not sure that it is the season for beavers. I hope that it is. Let's see if they are out and about. I know that the beavers are seasonal, but it's not so snowy yet, so I would think that they would still be out at the moment, but let's see. I am just not seeing any currently. But at least taking the pups by and showing them the smells of a beaver dam, maybe get them just a little bit curious about beavers, and maybe they might be interested in having some. Good job, guys. We're gonna wait for this guy to run and try to catch him before he goes in the water. We are getting pretty close to the water, so we want to make sure that Nisha, that's quite adventurous there. Good job, girly. Perfect. What a fun. Oh, those dogs. Okay, everybody get a little bit of food please before those dogs move in. But I'm very excited to have the pups taste some beaver. I'm sure, you know, even Cole and Blaze and none of these guys have had beaver before. Nisha and Cole is splashing in the water. Kindle! Sweetie, you can't be growling at Dad like that. Apparently Kindle really likes the taste of that meal, so we're gonna have to make sure to remember that. Is that dog? Okay, no, we don't want to eat dog. Alright, we're leaving him alone. Well, I don't think Timber got any of that, but that is perfectly fine. He really wanted to give the pups that experience, and apparently Kindle found a new delicacy. Spark likes his rabbits, and Kindle apparently enjoys beaver, which is so fun. I'm so happy to finally be getting to know these guys. They're a little bit hard to get to know when they are super tiny. At least for me it is. I tend to be so busy worrying about them that I always miss out on their personalities, so you really get to see so much more when they get bigger. And yeah, we've always known that Kindle is a little bit of the stubborn one, and she's not you know, she didn't even want to cross the water, but I'm not going to attribute that to fear. I'm just going to say that she was a little bit prissy on the matter, and she wants what she wants, and when she doesn't want to do something, she's not going to do it. So that's how I kind of interpret that. You know what? We've got a little bit of a sleep meter, so I'm just going to say, let's do it. Let's go to sleep and catch up on just a little bit of that meter while we can, because this is supposed to be the season, and someday if we got a full sleep bar, if we go to sleep at half, we'll just keep it there forever. It's my goal in life, friends. Keeping everybody alive and well rested. Alright, so we've got another invasion. It sounds like they are really upset about the fact that we killed their pack leader. I don't blame them, but they're so far away from us that we're not going to care about it. We are going to live our life and have fun doing it. So that beaver didn't go super far, so we do want to keep an eye out for some elk scent, potentially mule deer, since elk pretty much don't exist in our area. Tumbleweed pack, eh? Haven't heard of them before. But yeah, we may have to settle for mule deer just because elk don't exist here, and that's fine. And the only reason I'm not, you know, moving south even more and just taking so much Templeton territory, I mean, one, that's a little bit dangerous, but two, I've never been interested in having anything to do with all of the human areas in Lost River. But definitely prefer to stay away from them if I can. So Blaze got a nice confident tail there. I saw something up here. I thought it almost looked like an elk, but we're not scenting any of them. Yeah, here's I assume some spike. Oh yeah, and then there's some females. So apparently the elk that are in our territory, they just don't give off scent. Good to know. Seems unfair, but okay. I've also got Chief. What's up, man? How you doing? Did you expect to run into us again? I bet you didn't. Do you remember what you did at our den? You took Smokey away from us. You took our pup. I think that he probably thought he was gonna get away scot-free. He's with some of the swamp lake wolves. I can only imagine maybe he is trying to plan some sort of comeback on us because we did make Swamp Lake disperse, and there's a whole nother pack that took over in their territory, and I can't help but think these guys were trying to plot together. Yes, we are letting the food opportunity go for this. You know, this may be a little bit of Timber's not great choices coming in right now, but this is officially the last wolf on our list, and I feel like dispersals are really hard to keep track of. Let's just go ahead and make sure that everyone is doing okay. Yeah, everyone is doing fine. It looks like Spark actually is a little bit lower. I don't know if Spark just got kicked by something or bitten by one of the wolves before all of this kind of popped off, but yeah, Chief, what's up, man? Yeah, we are not putting up with this anymore. He is the last wolf on our list, and I think after this, Timber is finally going to be able to get a little bit of relief. He will have achieved every bit of his goal that he set out for himself of taking out every one of the Templetons, whether they're Templetons currently or not. who affected his pack, and yeah, he's about to do it, you guys. The pups aren't joining in very much on this one. Perhaps, oh, I say that and there goes Spark trying to get in on it a little bit. You know, they might be a little bit tired of all of these fights, but it is good for them to see and learn from. Blaze, are you gonna join in at all? Not quite. It is good experience for them though. So yeah, let's get this done. We are so close, you guys. Here is Spark as well. Cole, are you gonna go in for the last bit? Alright, you guys. Celebration once more. We've done it. We have officially gotten revenge on all of the Templetons that affected us that day. There was probably a few pups and probably a few dispersals there, but that's as far as Timber wants to take it. He still of course wants to make sure that everybody in his pack, you know, that we don't have wolves pushing in on our den, but as far as wanting to seek out and dominate and destroy, I think he's finally done with that. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we're not even super close to some territory to take over. We did lose out on those elk, and we are in the 60s and 70s, so I think we may go ahead and go for that full sleep meter and try to look for some food in the morning. This is a big step for Timber. He's not felt this relaxed in quite a long time. The Templetons did in fact take over that chunk of territory, so we may need to be looking at another area to den for the next year. We still want to have our forest. I got some great name suggestions for our forest, by the way. Let me pull them up here. We had Charcoal Spires, which I absolutely love, and then another comment that I fell in love with, it was Ashen Pines, I do believe. I'm gonna have to look that one up again. But yeah, we've got some really great names for our forest, so after I sit on it for a little bit longer, I think I will decide on what to call them. But let's see what we have on the wind. Who is this super light blue? Oh, it's a grizzly cub. Interesting. We've got the wolf carcass of Chief on the wind over there. And let's see, some pronghorn. Yep. I mean, there is a buck mule deer over here, but I don't really feel that strongly about him. So let's try to figure out where the scents are coming from. So it seems like if we run this direction, we may be able to figure out some food. So I think I will just run around with these guys, try and find a little bit of food, and bring you guys back if we scent anything interesting. that little musical section there. I just love that song. But let's see if we can get these elk running. We actually found some in our territory this time. So let's get them on the run and see what we can do to help train up these pups. Blaze has got a bunny rabbit in his mouth, so not sure how much he's intending to help us with this run, but that is okay. Let's chase these guys for a long time and see if we can get anyone to fall. This elk is looking like she is struggling a little bit, so let's stay right behind her and see if she happens to fall. Keep an eye on the direction that we are going in as well. We might be able to go off the hunt and see if we can steer these guys in another direction so they stop heading straight for somewhere that is not our territory. Might be using up a little bit too much of our sprint bar trying to get this done, but if we can turn the herd around, I feel like that is going to be pretty smart. There we go, guys. Get turning. There we go. And this is a great lesson for them. This elk did fall down, so we might keep an eye on her as they are now running back into our territory. Oh gosh, a moose is on the run. Oh, Spark! Spark, you bit someone. Should we see what this elk is working with? We didn't quite... Oh, Spark, this was kind of a bad choice, buddy. Let's get back with the herd here. Everyone leave that elk alone. We want something a little bit better than that. Trying to find their footprints and see where the rest of the herd went. Kindle, what are you doing? Just staring off in the distance, apparently. Is this where everybody went? Surely we'd see 1,000 footprints telling us so. Alright, let's get the high ground here. Oh gosh, how does one lose an entire elk herd? 1 second, guys, I will find where they all went. Alright, we found them here and we are going to see if we can convince them to continue to run off in this direction. Perfect. Alright, some of the pups are making decisions here. I don't necessarily trust their judgment right now, so if we just hold back, needing to double check their health as well, but they are getting very hungry, so we do need to make sure we take at least one of these guys down, and I am happy to just keep on following until somebody falls. Okay, this is not a good calf, so we're just going to keep the herd in our sights. We're not even going to turn around, and we will wait for another one to fall. This one really looks like it's struggling back here. We may go for a test bite with this one. We've got a lot of stamina, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. This one is right next to a spike, so hopefully we don't regret that. This calf isn't looking too bad. I feel like with everyone on it, we can actually get this calf down pretty quick. Mom just ran over us. Ooh, okay. We need to tell a couple of our pups to back off here. Spark, back off. You have to watch out for Mom. Okay, they're still doing fine. That just looked like a really big hit. So, yay, good job everyone. And we were pretty darn hungry too. So it's really good that we were able to get this one down because we are just going to be able to fill up our tummies and probably get another good sleep. And starting to feel really good about that sleep meter finally. Do a nice howl as well. Look at these guys just thriving. Oh my gosh. We've got the snow coming down. Get a cute picture of Timber in the snow. I just love that. Oh yeah, we need to take our HUD off. There we go. And yeah, look at Kindle's eyes. They are like actually green when you compare them to Timber right there. And that is gorgeous. Kindle is a very pretty wolf. And she definitely took a pretty big hit as well. Hi buddy, how are you, Bubbas? I should probably keep the name tags on so everyone can see. Nisha wagging your tail at Blaze there. Is everybody all full up on food? We sure are. Kindle's getting just a little bit more. Oh no, Kindle is not full up on food. She needs to finish eating. Yeah, this elk carcass went down pretty far. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice big meat chunk and head off. Oh, I was looking at Blaze's health. Look at Blaze. He is doing better than everyone. I am so proud of him. Cole is also super high up in the health department. These guys are doing really, really well. And considering how hard Spark and Kindle have been trying at everything we've been doing, I mean, gosh, they are really lively pups. Certainly doing their absolute best, so I am just loving that. Let's go ahead and go down for a nice sleep again. We're getting so much sleep this episode. It's the most sleep we've ever gotten. Oh gosh, and even more snow was coming down. Good morning, Blaze. Feeling all confident. Your dad can be confident too, you know. But it's always followed up by a tail wag. Alright, and yeah, territory is not doing that bad. We just need to keep on heading east. Did anybody finish up? Yeah, finish up that meat chunk. We can swing by the carcass to see if anybody is on it, just for a little bit of extra food, but I'm sure someone has probably taken it over already, but it is worth a look. And then, oh yeah, we should check their weight. So they are getting close to 70 pounds, and it looks like Kindle is still the more experienced pup. If we check quests here, so least experienced pup is Spark, and then the lowest weight is Kindle. So Kindle is a little bit more on the lean side, which I would expect for a female. Okay, we have bears on that. We know that we did not leave that carcass with very much on it, so it's truly not even worth fighting over. So let's just keep on running around, keep our territory strong, and not worry about too much. We may go ahead and find the hex or the scent post for this hex, and actually get to run around in the snow. This is a great time of year for these wolves because they can normally get quite a bit of hunting done because the elk struggle so much. I don't think we're in full-blown winter yet, but we certainly are getting there. And you know, one thing I just noticed, not that Timber really ever spends a lot of time in the den, usually he just is off and gone, but we only had like the one time where Blaze and Cole left to go mark some territory, so you know, maybe they only really do that when we have young pups, but yeah, I did notice that. We did not get really any territory marking from any of our other pack members this time, but like I said, I'm pretty sure Blaze was just always off, and so, or Timber was always off, so Blaze and Cole were just joining him every chance that they got. And it looks like nobody's gonna snatch up that rabbit this time. Let's see if we can find our scent marker here in this hex. Seems like it's going to be a little bit farther off, so let's just go ahead and relocate it. Hello, Kindle. What were you smelling over here? Are you interested in some mule deer? I think that's mule deer. Is that pronghorn? Nope. Yeah, that's mule deer. Well, they're a little bit speedy, my love. Oh, that is our den marked right over there. So yeah, if we want to, you know, move dens, probably gonna need to go somewhere a little bit more centralized, because we know that we are just not interested in dealing with any of these mountains up here. They are so annoying. I would generally like to have all of this back, but again, that's a lot of territory, so you know, try not to worry about it too much. We may need to actually look up a few dens online. I did pose the question before about what you guys thought about using the tree den in our forest there, and I did get a comment back that that it didn't seem like a very bad idea, and that, you know, we could still chase out a bear to claim that, which would be pretty cool. And you know, I think that if we do switch to that tree den, I don't think that it moving forward it would be any tree den. I just think that that's kind of a special tree den that this family feels you know, a large affinity to. We never want to let that forest go. We want to make sure that it is always in our territory. Let's go ahead and hide the pack territories here and see, is it technically the lost and found? Because this is the, oh, this is our den. No, so is it the back 40? It must be the back 40 roughly that is our forest. And then looks like this whole area right here, which we only own a little bit of it. Those are those big open plateaus. Same with right over here, where it's really convenient to get a lot of calves. So, and then there is the town. Oh no, so it's not the back 40. Our area, maybe it's Blades Peak. No, it can't be. I feel like we're gonna have to go back in and check on our forest. Now I'm concerned that we are losing parts of that territory, but we can't be. It must just be like right here, because there is the den and then that is the rendezvous. So yeah, we may need to go and check that out and make sure that our lovely forest is not taken up by anyone. But let's go ahead and get our territory markers back up. And is the one that we're in good? Yeah, it is. So yeah, this is the Lost River, and I'm pretty sure this is our rendezvous right here with the little rock. So yeah, here is our forest. So it's right in that Lost River section. So we may want to just put a little marker here so we never forget on the map where it is. And now our forest is technically on a territory edge, which I don't really feel good about. So I think we may need to go and snag a little bit more of that from the Templetons, because we really want to make sure that our forest has a nice barrier around it. And yeah, I think that it would make sense for, you know, the one tree den that we do go to is in the middle of this forest. Oh, I'm gonna do some howls, guys. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Oh, sorry, little one. Is that a bunny? Oh, it is a bunny. I expected it to be white. It's still in its brown colors right here. Well, that might be a nice picture. Trying to get some more pictures for you guys. I'm sure you could tell that a couple of my thumbnails, I just could not scrape up anything for a thumbnail. So I had to fly by the skin of my teeth there for that. Let's check on the pup's food. Yep, we are back in the 70s. What are we scenting over here? Female dispersal from the Templetons? Hello? who you be. I think the curiosity is going to get the better of Timber, especially if they are in our special forest here. Let's see, we might figure that out and then wrap the episode up for the day. And we'll see how we might also be encroaching on another elk herd. We are. Should we do? Oh, it's Indy. Indy, you've moved on. Yeah, Cole's gonna chase you right on out of here, huh? Well, that is cool. We might be able to wrap up today's episode with another hunt. We are feeling pretty fresh. We already know we're going to need to take some territory away from the Templetons in our area, but at least we know where on this forest it is. Let's see if the one that Nisha was biting is worth anything here. Nope, it's really not, actually. Really not. Let's go ahead and drop back and get another hunt under our belts. Our pups are still pretty darn hungry, so we gotta watch out for them and make sure that they are nice and fed. Hopefully this will be fairly quick. Alright, well, our wolves got Mom to pretty much book it for a long time on this cow elk, so let's get this one down and we have another meal under our belts. Our pups are a little bit hurt from that, but they are just so gung-ho about hunting. I am so impressed with them. Let's get one more look on these guys. So right here, oh, that's a little disturbing with that elk right there, but we have Kindle here on our right. Then we have Cole right in the middle there. I'm gonna guess that that is Spark. Yeah, Spark is right there, and Nisha and Blaze already took off with his piece there. So yeah, let's go ahead and let these guys eat their fill. They are certainly getting pretty low on health, but they chose a poor elk, I must say. All of those elk were pretty darn healthy. But there we have it, guys. We are doing so well with this pack, and I am so impressed with everyone and how well they are getting along and just how much we are learning about Spark and Kindle. So I am very excited to continue this series and watch where everyone goes from here. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed running around with everyone, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!